Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin showed us a small rally today, but nothing that would be out of shape, I would say. Nothing that would be unexpected and nothing that would change our scenario. So from that point of view, we are still expecting lower prices at the moment, and Bitcoin would have to do quite a lot to convince us that we are rallying from here and that we are already in a third wave rally. Okay, so I think at the moment it's still time to be cautious. We haven't even broken above the wave 4 high. We haven't even broken above our resistance at 29,750. Indeed, Bitcoin reacted to the golden ratio here today at around 29,540. We haven't even broken out of this descending broadening wedge. So I'm still looking at lower primarily, and I still see this as just a corrective rally. Quick zoom out, quick background here. The idea is still that Bitcoin rallied in a 5-wave move from the low on the 15th of June and peaked here on the 13th of July in a wave 1. This swing low was also made in our trend reversal area at the time, and you can see, I remember that, you will as well probably, that also here we've been saying constantly we're likely going down lower, and we would get a reaction somewhere in this box. And it took also here more than a month to finally get into this area. We didn't spend a lot of time in this area back then and then rallied. Similar situation here. This time, knowing that corrections can be shallow, I added the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. But if we were doing it as we did back then, I would just show the 50% retracement, and we would basically need to get a little lower to get into this trend reversal area. But I explained it many times, I did intentionally add the 38.2 Fib level as well, because we are getting to smaller wave degrees now with this wave 1-2. Why? Because we have a series of 1-2 setups since the November low. Here we have a large 1-2, a smaller 1-2, and an even smaller 1-2. And sometimes you see in these small 1-2 setups, ready for a third wave rally, that corrections are sometimes quite shallow. So that's why I intentionally added the 38.2 Fib level so people can make their own decisions. I did not want to risk missing this trend reversal area for anybody who missed an entry here, because I know there were quite a few people who did miss it here. It is what it is. There will always be people who miss entry points, but I know how Bitcoin is, and I know that sometimes corrections can be shallow, especially on the Bitcoin chart, and you get a lot of reactions to these support levels. So again, today another small rally. So the idea is that in this wave 2 correction, ideally we still come down a bit lower. So again, I sound like a broken record, but so far this forecast has been correct over recent weeks and months. We've constantly been expecting lower prices still. As soon as I see a trend reversal area, or not area, but a trend reversal signal, I will let you know. I also want to talk about in this video what we need to see to be able to confirm a trend reversal higher. Just a bit of a recap for everybody. We are obviously now in an area where, or we were in an area yesterday. Now we've already moved up a bit, but we are basically in this yellow zone in the area where a turnaround can happen at any time. And you can see that the bulls are trying, okay? So we had a few rallies out of this area, and these can of course be used for profit taking if anybody already added some positions here. At the moment, I'm not convinced that a low is in, even though we saw a little bit of a rally, but it looks very much like a 3-wave rally. The idea is that we are basically in this wave 2 correction in an ABC correction or ABC structure. The C wave is the last wave. We are in the C wave, and that is a 5-wave move. And we've already completed a 1, a 2, a 3. This would be the wave 4 potentially, with the wave 5 still unfolding right now, in which we've done the A wave, the B wave, and we could come down in C. But don't see that as too predictive, I would say. I'm using the micro count here just to get an idea of the Fibonacci levels, because we are in a C wave, in an ending diagonal. They are very choppy, and there are probably 3 or 4 wave counts I could give you. What I'm watching for at the moment is a signal that a low is in. So I'm waiting for a first potential impulse to the upside, which I haven't seen yet. As soon as I see it, I will let you know. So I'm primarily still looking at this as a corrective rally, which at any point could fail again to come down lower. Short-term trend is up here, but we've already seen quite a bit of a rejection candle there. If we see a break above resistance 29,750 and a break above the descending trend line, that would have bullish implications, and I will start to track again upside scenario, direct upside, yeah. But we don't have a clear base structure. We don't have a clear bottoming structure from where we would normally expect a rally. Okay, so from that point of view, I see it still as corrective, and even if it breaks above the trend line, I would rather see this as an extended B wave, and then we have another attempt for a C wave to the downside. So I will always let you know if things change and if we start to see the structures that could point towards upside. At the moment, I just don't see it yet. Okay, so don't vibrate out of your chairs yet. I did say it here already on the 2nd of August. A lot of people got bullish. And that's not a problem to get bullish because we are in overall bullish setup. Don't lose sight of the overall setup. However, yeah, it's a bit too early to get all excited. That's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.